happening, guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today we're taking a look at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Deluxe Theatrical Edition Batman Returns figures. We have Max Shrek, we have Batman, and we also do have Catwoman. So quick caveat here, I did get Catwoman in box from GameStop. And I shot the intro review of it, and then I eventually was able to find Max Shrek, so I unfortunately discarded the box. Don't have her in there anymore. But I did want to do a review with all of these guys together. I just feel like it makes the most sense. I did do a review of this guy already, the Danny DeVito Penguin, so I do have the full set now. Like I said, I just felt like it made more sense to do all these figures together. So we'll get Penguin out of the way as I drop Catwoman's whip, which we will talk about later. We'll get Catwoman out of the way. So Max Shrek, I did actually score at my local Walmart first and foremost. Huge shout out to my buddy AJ's Toy Box. I've given this guy so many shout outs. He helps me get so many figures. Was able to help me get him at Walmart. I tried to get him on GameStop recently where it said limited stock. Kept adding to cart. It wouldn't let me check out. So this is the one guy I was unable to pre-order and just missed out. But he is hitting all retail stores, I believe. So you'll find him at GameStop, Walmart, and Target, even though he is a Platinum exclusive. We also have Batman here in the packaging, which looks great. I know there's been a lot of discussion on the mask, the cape, and all that. We'll get into that, all that fun stuff. But again, the deluxe theatrical release here. We'll take a look at Max in the packaging. Again, I'm sorry I don't have Catwoman here to give you a look, but you can see all the accessories he does come with. The Platinum logo here. You'll see the Max Shrek nameplate on the side here. The Batman logo on the back, on the side. Again, you'll see Max Shrek Batman Returns here, and the awesome poster. Looks really good. Batman, for the most part, will have the same as far as the packaging, but you'll see a lot more accessories for Batman, which to me makes it, I guess, somewhat deluxe, but I do want to bring something in to compare while we're here, right? This is a $35 figure. I did say it in my Penguin video. It's a little steep. Look what we got for this. I think it was 20 bucks or 22 bucks. Look at all the accessories for the 89 Batman in the packaging. Obviously a bigger box, more premium looking box, but man, not even close. And this is $35. I just feel like the line is coming to an end, unfortunately, because they lost the license and they're just trying to capitalize. And you know what? They got me because I'm a sucker. I could not resist. I did actually buy two of these guys, and I may want to buy another one because I just love Michael Keaton as Batman. But again, the packaging, you'll see the Batman nameplate. Nameplate here on the side, same logo as Shrek on the side, and on the back you'll see the Batman Returns poster with Batman up here, and the Batman Returns font on the bottom. But what do you guys think? Is this worth $35? We're gonna go full on depth, look at these guys side by side. We're starting off with the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. To me, this is the definitive Catwoman. This is what I grew up watching, was Batman Returns. Obviously, not the best Batman movie ever, but the characters were just so over the top. So, accessory-wise, she is a little light. So, of course, you get your traditional trading card. And I don't really like that these are all just the poster with the deluxe theatrical release on there. And then you get the little bio on the back. I would like the little something for each character, but you'll see the read-up for Catwoman here. No interchangeable hands with Catwoman. She does come with this taser, which she does use on and off in the movie. Let me zoom in for you guys to get a better look. Personally, I'm not going to be displaying her with it, but she also does come with this whip. And this whip, I really wish it would have been bendy wire. So now I know McFarlane is using bendy wire for like the new Mortal Kombat Scorpion. He does have bendy wire in the spear that it comes with. This would have been an opportune time to do it, especially for a $35 figure. And I'll tell you why. This figure, this whip is posed in this spot. There is no movement to it. Her hands cannot really hold the whip. You can kind of like leave it in there, but it doesn't really have a tight grip in there. She does kind of have like this open hand here, but you're not fitting this handle here without some modification. So it really does no good. Like, how are you going to display her? You're like, you're going to have to really finagle it. The way I did it was I kind of like held it in her hand here, and I kind of like tied around her body, and then I put this piece in here, which doesn't look the best, but I mean, the whip will stay on with her. But that's really crappy, man. I feel like for $35, they should have invested in and done a little something more. The bendy wire would have been perfect for this. You could have wrapped it around her, could have had some different action shots. She also does come with the stand, and of course the premium figures. They have the DC with a white outlay, man. That's just, like I said, a little more left to be desired as far as the accessories. No interchangeable hands. That really would have put her over the top, at least to hold the whip, man. It could have given us one interchangeable hand. But in all that negativity, the figure looks great. Look at that. That is Michelle Pfeiffer to a T here with that leather suit. You can see all the stitching, but the head sculpt is really good. Look at it all around with the cat ears. You see all the stitching around the whole suit. Just looks really, really good. I'll zoom in even more for you guys because I just feel like I don't want to miss the details here. You see a nice shine to it as well. The hands do have the claws there too. You guys can see that. Moving on to her pants. Just such detail. I love it. I love it. I love it. The boots. Kind of the plain black shiny boots. But she looks great, man. No complaints as far as the aesthetics of the figure. Articulation. Her head will fully rotate. Looks up about there. Down about there. Pretty good. The arms will go fully around. There is a little bit of movement. Not much as far as a butterfly joint. She has double the bicep cut. Double jointed elbows. Hands will rotate and hinge. She does not have any weight, diaphragm movement over here, it seems. She does have the waist articulation. Does the splits really good. Kicks up about there. I wish they had thigh cut. No thigh cut. Double jointed knees here. No boot cut either. She does have the foot articulation that goes up and down. No real rock side to side. I will say, without the stand, it would probably be really hard for her to stand up on her own, especially with these high heel boots. But again, this figure looks phenomenal. For a quick Catwoman comparison, the only other Catwoman I have is the Anne Hathaway figure. You'll see how the Michelle Pfeiffer stacks up. Personally, I just feel like I've cut a lot of the comic book looking characters from the McFarlane and really focused on the cinematic figures because that is really where my heart lies with the DC universe. Moving on to Max Shrek. So when I watched this movie, I did not really care for him as a villain. I was like, who is this guy? But now that I'm older, I'm like, that was Christopher Walken. I'm like, oh man, it's cool. Christopher Walken was in a Batman movie. But as far as accessories go, they get the same display stand that we have been seeing with these figures. You get the trading card. Again, same image on the front. Here is the data file on the back if you'd like to pause and take a look. He only comes with an interchangeable head. Here's the fried head at the end of the movie. I personally will not be displaying it. It's cool that it came with it, but we'll pop it off and get it on here real quick so you guys can take a look here. This head, for some reason, my neck peg, well, you guys are looking. I don't know if this is a QC issue, but mine kind of like moves forward a little bit, and I don't know if that's supposed to be the case here. I hope it's not messed up, but I'm going to be gentle popping this head on here. That is the fried head. If you guys want to go with that look, I'll zoom in for you guys to get a better look. You can see him with that expression, which I guess it's cool it came with. But without a doubt, I'm keeping the traditional Christopher Walken head on here. For you guys who have this figure, let me know about that collar in the back. Like, is it supposed to be that way? Because I like freaked out. I was like, is that a QC issue or not? But you'll see how it kind of darts for it. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that for articulation or what, but whatever. Even if it is, I'm going to keep on display. I'm not going to mess around with it anyway. But the head sculpt looks phenomenal. Look at the likeness to Christopher Walken, the big white hair. Look at that sculpted detail. Really love how that came out. The attire looks very like traditional to what I remember him in the movie. He's got the black trench coat. Does have the striped suit on with a red bow tie. Very like, I don't want to say gimmicky, but you know, very like kind of, I guess, the times of the 90s with this film. You'll see these stripes continue on his pants. Again, the back here. He does have the black shoes. So no interchangeable hands. He does come with one open hand, one fisted hand, and I don't get it. I obviously collect a lot of WWE figures. The Mattel Ultimate Edition line at $35 will give you at least like maybe 2 interchangeable heads. You'll get a bunch of hands. That's a lock. Some soft goods, a championship belt. McFarlane gave us a card, 1 head, no interchangeable hands, 1 stand. So I guess I keep going at the value for $35. The figure looks great. I'm not knocking it. I just wish there was more here. Here's a quick comparison of all of the villains from the Batman Returns movie. We have the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman as well as the Penguin. My most anticipated figure from this set, without a doubt, was the Batman figure. So accessory-wise, it does come with the same trading card. You get the little read up here on the back for Batman. Hands, he does come with a set of interchangeable hands, unlike a lot of the other counterparts. Just kind of like grappling hands here, of course, for the accessories that he does come with. So he does come with a grappling gun, which I believe this is the same as the 89 figure. I don't think they would have resculpted it. Different paint applications, kind of like a grayish kind of tone to it, not black, with the gold on the grapple. You'll see the batarang here. Probably a little oversized if you ask me, but it will fit nicely into his hand here if you guys want to display it. I'm going to say this is the same that we got with the other Keaton figures. And if you guys want to see how the grappling gun will fit in his hand, does it fit better in this hand? I don't know. I guess this is going to be the better hand to go with here. Sorry, I'm fumbling along. There you go. You guys want to put that on Batman, you can. Personally, I'm going to keep the fisted hands that he came with, but that's it as far as accessories. I know I keep like mentioning the accessories, but it's just like, I feel like $35, we should be getting more. It does come with the same display stand. So moving on to the figure, let's look at the head. I know a lot of people are saying they don't like it. I love this. I feel like I see Michael Keaton all day, every day. It is a huge upgrade, if you ask me, versus the 89 head sculpt. That one was like a little hit or miss. The neck was a little skinny. They gave him a nice big thick neck. Look at the cowl. Looks great. I could see the mouth of Michael Keaton. Love how the eyes are painted. Do you get the yellow Batman logo, which looks great. I've seen some people have issues with QC where this come a little sloppy, unfortunately. Looking at the suit, I will say, should it be darker? I don't know. It's got a hint of like a little... I don't know how to describe it. Like, maybe there's like some hints of like, not gray, but it just doesn't look as dark as it should, or as I remember from the movie. I don't know if it's the plastic used here, but I don't know. I just expect to look a little darker. You'll see the gauntlets here on him, as well as the sculpts on his hands. I believe this is going to be reused from the 89 figure. The armor on the front is what you're really going to notice that's different for the return suit. He's got the gold belt buckle, or excuse me, just the belt going around here for Batman. And then I think the rest is just a reuse of the 89 figure. So I'm not upset about that. I think the main points, obviously, were going to be the armor and the head sculpt, and I think they nailed it here. Let's talk about the cape itself. I know a lot of people are saying it is too small. I'm going to say, yeah, I don't know why they went so short on it. It doesn't look bad. It's got the wire in there, so you can pose it and all these different dynamic like action scenes or whatever you want. It doesn't have those rods here that the 89 figure did come with as far as the single release version, but it looks okay. You can see the material on the back, how the cowl sits over it. I don't dislike it. I will say I wish it was a little longer, but McFarlane figures have come a long way. We weren't even getting cloth capes for a while, so not to justify it, but I think it's okay. I agree with a lot of people it should be longer. I like the armor. I like the cowl and the head. I think that's Michael Keaton all day, in my opinion. This is one piece. So I don't know how much movement you're going to get with it. You can see he kind of turns head just slightly, which looks great. I'm curious to see if people can mod this and put this on the 89 figure, because to me, I personally like the 89 figure better than the return suit. The arms will go all the way out. They'll go all the way around as well. Bicep cut, double jointed elbows. Hands will rotate and hinge as well. A little bit of the diaphragm movement here for Batman. Not much at the waist. Actually, a lot at the waist. What am I saying here? You can go 360 all the way around. I feel like it got a little stiff. I was wondering if there was any articulation there. Does the splits pretty good. Kicks up there. Double jointed knees. The feet do go up and down. There is no toe articulation. They do not rock side to side. My vote is I like this Batman. I think it is a winner. Again, like all the figures from this set, I really wish we had a little more accessory-wise. Here are all the suited Michael Keaton Batman figures that we've gotten from McFarlane. So this is the single carded version. This 89 one had the slits where you can put the rods in the cape. So it is a little different of a textured cape. Of course, we do have the one that came with the Batmobile, the 89 Batmobile that had the different logo. Those figures at the time just had soft goods cape, no wiring in there, which honestly, I didn't hate either. I actually like those. So the wires are a plus. They are an upgrade. We also do have the kind of Flash version, the later, older Michael Keaton, as well as that we did get one with a unmasked version with the Target exclusive. But here are all the suited figures. You can see how they stack up. I guess I'll pull out these two. We can compare the gauntlets, and they look to be a little different. There is less detail on the Batman Returns versus the 89 Batman here. You can see the gauntlet. I don't know if that's accurate. The gloves look to be the same. The boot sculpts look to be the same, but look at the heads. I think without a doubt, it is a huge upgrade. I'll even bring out this version here so you can better look. Again, the gauntlets are different on that one. This may be my favorite Batman. I just feel like I love the cowl. I love how it fills it out. I love the face sculpt. If someone could swap it on the 89 body, I think that would look freaking sick. One last fun comparison, a few other cinematic figures. I've loved the movie figures that McFarlane has released. So we have Val Kilmer here as Batman. We do have the Christopher Reeve Superman, as well as the Dark Knight Christian Bale Batman. If you guys have enjoyed this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of these brand new McFarlane Batman Returns figures. Will you be looking to add them to your collection, or will you be passing? Please make sure to turn on those notification bells to stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my channel. So let's get into it. We have the full set. Again, we did review the Penguin. If you guys did not watch that video review, go back to my channel and check it out. We have the full wave here, and I'm going to give you my honest thoughts on it. I feel like these figures are all phenomenal. I love them. They bring back such nostalgic feels to when I was a kid. Michelle Pfeiffer looks great. I love the suit. It's like a mini Michelle Pfeiffer in your hand. The Penguin, even the same thing. He looks like another shrunken down Danny DeVito. It just looks great. The soft goods coat, the umbrella. Shrek looks great. I love the suit. I love the head sculpt. It just really, again, reminds me of exactly how the character looked in the movie. And the Batman Returns figure, I know it's sharing a lot of parts, or if not, maybe a little less detail from the 89 figure. And again, the 89 suit is my favorite suit, but I love this figure. The armor looks great. The head looks great, in my opinion. The only knock against all of these figures is they are $35 each. That is a lot of money. You're talking $140 for these figures as a full set, no Build-A-Figure, limited accessories, a trading card, and some display stands. That is my big knock. I feel like McFarlane is milking us a little bit. I'm going to be honest. I don't think these are worth $35. I'm a sucker. This is very nostalgic to me. This was my childhood, so I had to have it. And I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to go back and grab another Batman just to use to play with, man, because I love posing these guys around. I have one for my display shelf and keeping one in box, so they got me. I'm a sucker, but I will say the value isn't there. If you're a collector and you're like, I'm on the fence, you don't need these figures, they're too expensive, I agree, they are. But if you're like me and you grew up watching this film as a kid in the 1990s, then I'd say go ahead and grab it, because you're going to have all that good feels coming back to you. And that's really what it's about. I will say the value is not there, but the figures are great. They did a great job with all these figures, capturing the likeness and bringing those on-screen characters to life here in action figure form. In the modern day look, these figures are great. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video review. Before you go, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you all in the next video review.